So welcome, a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Hi, I'm Avantika Pinge, and today we're going to talk about the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. So this is a very exciting time of the year, and I would love you to understand the energies of the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, because this is an energy that comes once in every year. Okay, and we all want to be the leader of our life. We all want to do the things we love to, want to, and a lot of times we have obstacles because of either society or parental pressure or what we know, we don't know, and that kind of creates a lot of chaos. Okay, now why are we talking about the Lionsgate portal? Because this is a very beautiful time and opportunity for you to create your life. Okay, so the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, because it's most powerful on the 8th of August. That's why it's 8 and 8. Okay, and it has opened up on the 26th of July. It opens up every year on the 26th. Okay, it's open till the 12th, and it's most powerful on the 8th. Yeah, now all those who have, so it's when the Leo is in the sun, so all those who are Leos or have the lion or the Leo Rashi, this is a very beautiful time for you. It actually assures you. Yeah, and if you go to see the last month in July, we had the 7-7 portal, and this year it was the 777 portal. Now the 777 portal, number 7 is more got to do with awakening, spirituality, and all of that. And the 777 portal actually prepares you for the 8-8 portal. Okay, now when we talk about the lion, what do we talk now? The lion is an energy which is open-hearted and big. Okay, now would you like to live your life like a lion? Would you like to step into the leadership of your life? Because you are the creator of your life. Nobody else can create your life. It is you. Okay, now what happens in the 7-7 portal is our spiritual sun Sirius aligns with the galactic center. Galactic center is our core. It's the center of all the planets. It's the galactic center from where we have huge divine energies coming onto Earth. Okay, it aligns with the galactic center and Earth and our sun. Now, Sirius is a planet which is also known as the spiritual sun and is 20 times bigger and larger than our sun. Okay, and it is here to spiritually awaken us. Now, some of you might ask, Avantika, why do we need to spiritually awaken? What is the need? Why are we going through so many processes? Why? Because we are infinite beings, infinite magical beings having a human experience. We are not humans having a spiritual experience. But what happens is when we come on Earth, yeah, when we come on Earth, we actually forget our spiritual beingness, because a veil comes between our mind and we forget a previous lifetimes. We forget who we are or what has happened, and we start focusing only on what is happening in this lifetime, and that is kind of seen on an astrology chart. But today, when the Earth has decided to move into the 5th dimensional energy, now what is the 5th dimensional energy? It's like Earth has decided to upgrade. Okay, and that is why if you go to see, Earth is going through many calamities, because as we are choosing consciousness and raising our vibration, so is Earth. And if Earth has to increase and raise the vibration, what does she has to do? She has to go through her own cleansing process, just like how we are. So when we go through our cleansing, what happens? We go through certain illnesses, or we are throwing up, or our stomach is getting cleansed. We have our own cleansing processes, right? So the Earth is having her own. That is why you have tsunami somewhere, you have an earthquake happening, because the Earth is also cleansing along with us. Okay, now if you go to see, we are doing this because the more we raise our vibrations, the more we become closer to our higher self. That is our spiritual self. Okay, now that is why a lot of people are moving into meditation. They're moving into different forms. They're doing chanting, somebody is doing yoga, somebody is doing various healing modalities. And if you're going to see, a lot of people today are choosing the Ayurvedic or the healing way of things instead of doing only medicine. So the awakening is actually emotional, mental, spiritual. And we're doing this because when we start vibrating to our higher self, we will be able to manifest faster. And why do we need to manifest? To make life easier. Okay. And why are we having all these portal activations? Why are these portals opening up? These portals were not opening up once upon a time. They started opening up from 1987. Okay, before that there were no, because the earth decided to ascend into a higher dimension, and along with that, all the galactic beings, all the beings of other galaxies, okay, they started coming. So the Sirians, Arcturians, Palladians, everything that we call about like the UFO, or I can see stars here, or I can see do that, they are literally coming. The reason we can't see them, or only few can see them, is they're vibrating very high. And we are not vibrating there. They are beings of other dimension, fifth dimension, sixth dimension. We've not reached there. We are in third dimension. And when you are in third dimension, okay, the choice of being in third dimension is yours. You can choose to vibrate higher. So we are actually in the fourth dimension, where we are all in the tunnel of the fourth dimension. We are going from the third to the fifth. So in the third dimension, we have karma at play. Okay. In the fifth dimension, there is no karma. So right now we are going through a lot of cleansing process, and a lot of times all our challenges are karmic challenges. One of the most important reasons that people usually move into spirituality is either they're having a crazy relationship issue, or they're having a money issue, okay, or they're having a health issue which just doesn't seem to get resolved. Yeah. And then when you finish doing everything, you start moving towards spirituality. Yeah. So it could be through a healing, it could be doing some puja or something. But you have to know that you are already high vibrating energies. You just have to move into that space. But as human beings, okay, as human beings, when we are on the earthly realm, we are at the receiving ends of thought, feelings, and emotions. Okay. Your thoughts, when added with emotions, okay, your mental state of mind, your thoughts, your speech, what is happening, that is all creating your energies. And the energy that you are is the energy that you will give, and the energy that you will receive. Okay, now the 8-8 portal is here, which is the Lion's Gate portal, because the sun is in the sign of Leo, which is the lion. Now, if you go to see the lion, he's like the king of the jungle. And he really takes care. He doesn't care whether zebra is doing better than him or the giraffe, because he is the king. He just has to make sure everything is good, everything is great. So this is the time when you have to start becoming the lion or the lioness of your life. Okay, where you are not looking at who's doing what. It's about your life. Stay in your lane. Don't allow other people to shake you, break you. Right? You have to stay in your lane. But a lot of times what you want to do, you might not be able to do it. Maybe, you might say, okay, I'm a single mother. I have to do only this, so I can't do that. Or, I am the only earning mother, a member of the family, so I have to do this. My health is like this, so I have to do that. Yes. But you are beyond all of this. The moment you start working on your energies, now when a portal opens up, high energy, okay, high light code frequencies come on earth. And when they come on earth, they come into our energy field. They come into our energy field to change our DNA. Now, when you're in the third dimension, you're a two-strand DNA. You have seen the DNA, right? But when you have to move to the fifth dimension, you have to become a 12-strand DNA. Now, these light code activation codes come to upgrade your DNA. But the choice of that upgradation depends on you. What choices are you making? If you choose to receive, because the codes are coming for everybody, energies are coming for everybody. But are you willing to receive them? Are you willing to make a shift? A lot of times I have people coming to me, yes, Avantika, I need a new job. But are you willing to sit and make your CV? Are you willing to apply? Are you willing to upgrade your skill? You just want the change, but you're not willing to do the rest. So that choice, because as humans, we all have a free will choice. Free will choice means you have a choice what you want to do. So the reason people are moving into spirituality is because your higher soul is saying, okay, if I have this challenge, great. What can I do with it now? Okay, if I can resolve it with this problem or that problem, or find a solution, then that challenge goes away. And the moment the challenge goes away, it gets filled in with positive light, which is the light of abundance. That is why if any of y'all have done my course called Love, Light and Abundance, you will see that love works from the heart. And in the 8-8 portal, we will be working with the heart, because the heart will start opening up. Okay, just like the language, open up your heart, because your actions will come. Love is the most unconditional highest form, and light is the divine light, which is very much beyond, and we are made of light. So when we meditate, we are receiving that light. The more we receive it, the more we are cleansed of what is not meant to be, and the more we start becoming who we truly want. How many of y'all are living a life with your friends or people or relatives, just trying to be what they want? Or, how many times have you been able to say yes for yes and no for no? How many times you go in circle? How many times have you been able to exactly do what you want? How many times, do you have the courage to say, no, I'm done with this, I need to do something more? When I made a shift from the corporate world into this world of spirituality, it was a huge shift for me. I didn't know how I was going to do this or what was going to happen. Today people tell me, Avantika, we believe in the work you do because you believe in the work you do. That is where the magic happens. And why is that? Because, I have been guided by my angels and masters, Sai Baba being the most important one. And he keeps telling me, Avantika, I'm working through you. Why are you worried? I am working through you. You are just a conduit of energy. And that is the faith I have, because I have nothing to worry. When he is working through me, and there are different angels and masters working through me, I don't have anything to worry, because you will receive whatever is meant for your highest good. And that is what you see in the testimonials that you see on my pages, because it's coming directly from what it is meant for you. And when you choose consciousness, your life is going to change. It's simple. Yeah. So when we talk about the 8-8, now what is 8? 8 is also infinity. And that is why this portal is of unlimited, instant manifestation and abundance. When we talk about abundance, we're talking about better relationships, we're talking about money, we're talking about opportunities, we're talking about, sudden increase in bank balance. You must have seen my status. Somebody said I did the 8-8 portal and I got 20x back. Somebody said I manifested a healing center. Somebody said I manifested a better relationship. So this is a portal where it's actually telling you, stop procrastinating and start taking actions. All the excuse we have, I have this, I have that, I can't do this, my body doesn't support me, my parents don't support me, I don't know how I will be able to do this. It's all gone. If it is meant to be, and if you are choosing to take this call to do this activation, it's going to change things. And change things drastically, because in this portal activation, we are going to be doing manifestations. Yeah. So number 8 is infinity. Okay. Yeah. It's also so above as below. Yeah. Number 8. So it's also a karmic number. It is governed by Lord Saturn. And 8 is also the number of money. Okay. 888 is an angel number of money. 808 is an angel number of financial stability. Yeah. And that is why it's a number of creativity. It's a number of expansion. Yeah. And that is what the Lionsgate portal is about. So now, if you ask me, Avantika, what happens in it? So when these stars are aligning, because this alignment happens only at this time of the year, once a year. Okay. The spiritual sun will align with our earth sun, will align with earth. Okay, will align with the galactic center and the pyramid of Giza. Now, the pyramid of Giza is a very important point where spiritual energy is absorbed and then sent to various grid points on Earth. The Earth also had grid points. The Earth also has its own chakras. Okay, just as we have our own chakras. And when the earth absorbs these energies, that is why if you go to see in the past from July to August, there are so many shifts, because this shift is not only happening for you and me, it's happening for everybody. So those who are vibrating higher will have lesser challenges. And those who are not yet there will have more challenges. Like I have a lot of people coming and telling me, Avantika, I have sudden aches and pains. I have headaches. I'm feeling nauseous. I've had a crazy fight with somebody. My relationship is falling apart. Because there is some shifting change happening for you to step into a better energy, into a better version of yourself. I had somebody who called me up saying that, Avantika, I've suddenly lost my job. And as suddenly she's lost the job, she suddenly manifested a new one also. Because from a very long time, she was so unhappy in it that's like during this time, it said, bas ho gaya, you need something new. So instead of her procrastinating on leaving the job just left her. And at that time, it was crazy for her. But today, within a day or two, when she came back, when she started looking at what she had asked for, so a lot of times what we ask for comes true. But we are not ready to see it. I've had people who are telling me, I can't take this relationship. I can't be here. And when the relationship falls apart, they don't know how to handle it. So be mindful of what you ask, because what you ask will come true. Okay? It is going to come true. Yeah. And you have to be in the vibrations of positive thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Now, as humans, that's not possible. 24/7, we can't be positive. And that is okay. But you have a choice that if you are going down, you are willing to come up. Yeah. Now, number 8, like I said, is also karmic number of Saturn. So when we do this portal, and this portal activation is also cleansing a lot of our karmas. You might have some old people calling you, or some old relationship suddenly coming up, or some old trauma that you have thought that had let it go. That pattern has come up. Something or the other, which you thought was not existing, is kind of coming up in your energy field. And that is okay, because it's come for it to go. It's come for it to get released. Yeah. So it's very important for you to understand that these changes that are happening, yeah, it is for a reason. Now, when we do the 8/8 portal, now what happens is, because it's in the sign of Leo, a lot of you might have this issues of self-worth or self-value come up. Where you feel, oh my God, I'm not getting my worth. Oh my God, I know I can do better than this. Why am I not getting this opportunity? Suddenly you feel, okay, I'm not valued, I'm not treated well. I deserve better. So you're having all those feelings, but you don't know what to do about it. And of course, because when you are in the energy of a lion is about leadership. It's about deserving. It's about value. He doesn't care what you think of him. He knows he's the lion. In the same way, you have to be the lion of your life. And this energy activation is going to clear, cleanse, release certain blockages in your energy field, which is not allowing you to be the lion of your life. It's about you taking the stand. It's about you going ahead. It's about you doing what you truly want to. So a lot of people are like, Vandika, suddenly I'm doing things. Suddenly I'm choosing a class. I don't know if I can do it or not. And this Lionsgate portal actually starts opening up your soul gifts. So these portal activations happen on your soul level. Now, why on your soul level? Because you have come as a soul to fulfill your purpose on earth. Okay, when you are not in alignment with your soul purpose, or you're not in alignment with who you truly are, or your authentic self. Authentic self means a lot of times we are trying to portray whom we need to be, not whom we truly are, because we are scared. If we speak our mind, somebody will say, you are, you're rude, or you're like this, or how come you don't care anymore, or and we are people pleasers. Humans are born as people pleasers. We want to keep everybody happy. So what happens is we start working around an energy where we are not true to ourselves. And when we stop being true to ourselves, we start hating ourselves, because the energy is very against us only. And when you're not vibrating in the right energies, do you think you will receive what you truly need to receive? It's not possible. It's not possible. So any healing, any activation, any therapy is actually clearing, cleansing your blockages, your issues, so that you can start vibrating to an energy of who you truly are. Now, why do we need to be that? Why do we need to go into the 5th dimension? Why do we need to heal? Why do we need to? Because we have come on earth to clear and cleanse. And when we move into the 5th dimensional energies, where no karma prevails, we will not have these kind of challenges. Okay? Yeah, we will not have these kind of challenges. And when you choose love and light, you will be blessed with abundance. And there are so many people out here who have done the 8/8 portal or any other activation before, who have experienced that abundance. I've had somebody who called me up and said, oh, Vandika, I remember doing this years back. And I want to tell you that today I have gone to these levels in my career, and I had the money, I had everything to do it, but I didn't have the courage. And I don't know what happened after this portal activation. I said, bus ho gaya. I just went ahead and enrolled for the course. And today I have this designation. And I don't know how it's happened. And the best part is nobody dissuaded me. Every time, otherwise my husband would say, no, you don't need to do it. We have so much money, you know, you don't need to do kuch nahi karne ki zarurat hai. For the first time, nobody dissuaded me. And I just finished all my levels, all my courses, and I am here today. You know, so what happened? What happened is it moved her from procrastination, from her fears, because a lioness doesn't fear anybody, you know. So when do you not do things? Yeah. So as love is the highest vibrating energies, fear is the lowest vibrating energies. Yeah. And in this portal, we are doing a lot of cleansing. So if you have heard of, you know, quantum leaps or quantum shifts, or if you have heard of astral travel, when does that happen? That happens when your energies are vibrating so high that you can, you know, teleport or transport or see, or your intuitive abilities open up. Now we all have intuition abilities. We have our soul gifts, you know, we have been born with it. But the thing is that it is not in our radar, or we are not willing to look at it. Why? Because we are so busy living in the conditioning of a society that we are not willing to be our unique self. It's very difficult to be our unique self. You want to be what the other person is doing. If this one's son is doing coding, my son should do coding. If this one's done this, oh my God, this one, now this profession is in this. Oh, he's got a husband from the US. I want another husband from abroad. Only if you do this, this will happen. Oh, you can't, you know, how can Shishmita Sen have a child, adopt a child and not get married? These are all, you know, out of the box things which are happening, which are much more acceptable now, because we are moving towards the fifth dimension. So people who are actually being open to this kind of relate, but those who are not being able to open to it, they are hating it. They're hating themselves. They're hating people. They're hating, you know, all of this. So when you're going to see in the space of collective consciousness is all of us together. So if we talk about oneness, you and me are one. We've come from the same divine source. We've come from the same divine light. We are all made of the same thing. So what I have within me is the same thing you have within you. So I bow down to the divinity in you. Yeah. When I see the divinity in you. So if I see your divinity, you know, I see myself. And if I see myself, then do you really think I would want to compete with you? I would want to hate you. I would want to be mean to you? No, because you are a part of me. So when I accept you in the space of collective consciousness, in the state of oneness, that you are a part of me, you know, that's when the unconditional love energy rises up so high. And then all the other things, the guilt, the sadness, the meanness, the greediness, all of that starts melting, because you're no longer in competition. You're no longer you and me. There is no tu main here. You know, we are all working in the space of collective consciousness. Now that is the energy that grows over here. Why? Because when a lion is looking at ruling, you know, when you are looking at creating a community, creating people and bringing them together with you. You are not saying main sab akela karunga. You know, you don't want to be a lead, just a leader. You want to be a leader which will bring people together, you know, which will bring that oneness, you know, where you are, you know, what does a leader do? A leader delegates. A leader sees the best of abilities in each of his community members. Yeah. So you have to start being that. And this energy allows you to be that, because there is nothing that you can do alone today. Even if you're running a house, tell me, are you doing it alone? No, you're not doing it. You have a Swiggy, you have a Dunzo, you know, you have all these shopping malls, you have a Didi, you know, you have so many people who are loving and supporting you. You know, it's not you are not growing the vegetables and cutting them also, and, you know, plowing the field also, and cooking also, and stitching your clothes also, making material. No, your life is made out of so many people who are creating that for you, right? Yeah, there's somebody, so you have a plumber and this. Why? Because we are a community. Yeah? In the same way, when we look into oneness, when we look into collective consciousness, so all those who are here who are willing to make this choice, to step into higher consciousness, to be the leader of your life. If you are looking to start a new profession, if you are looking at being an entrepreneur, if you're looking at, creating more abundance and money for yourself, this portal. Can you please mute yourself? Can you please mute yourself? This is the portal which is going to give you or usher you into that energy. Now, I have been working with this portal for a very, very long time. You can say more than 10 years now, and every time I do it, because every portal will bring in different energies. And the more I do it, every time it takes me into a step higher, into a better version of me, into a better way of looking at the world, in a better way of even upgrading my energy. Because see, if when I upgrade my energy, then whomever I'm working for, or whomever I'm doing things for, it could be anything. It could be just a smile, or even going to their home, or enjoying with a meal. It doesn't have to be my spiritual work. But if I am being that happy energy and I'm taking that energy wherever I go, it's also giving it to them, right? It's also about sharing it with them. It's also about allowing them to have all of that. So the energy that you are is the energy you will give, and the energy that you will share with many people in the space of ripple consciousness. Okay. So I do have a lot of doctors, therapists, teachers who have learned from me, who have worked from me, who have done these portal activations. And what happens when their energy changes, when they start vibrating higher, they have better solution finding skills, and that is what they can give their clients. So why do you go to a particular doctor? Why do you go to a particular shop to buy clothes? Why? Because you like the energy, you like the way they treat you, you like the way they smile at you, you like the way they make you feel safe and happy. Yeah. So as much as that they're doing for you, would you like to be that energy for somebody else? Yeah. So you have to look at collective consciousness like a beehive. It's a big beehive, and each one of us is a cell. So what happens if one cell chooses consciousness and starts lighting up? The other cell says, oh my God, there's a light over there. What is happening there? I also want to do that. So they go and ask, okay, what are you doing there? So, okay, so then this one also lights up, and slowly, slowly the entire hive lights up. So it's all about you shining your light. So are you willing to shine your light? Yeah. So this 8-8 portal is here to allow you to step into the leadership of your life. And what does this portal do? Okay, this portal allows you to release the old version of you, allows you to release all the things that you no longer are vibrating to you. Everything that you make a choice, it could be people who might leave your energy field, it could be issues, diseases, patterns, anything that is not meant for you will start getting released, and along with that, you will also start receiving better, because once you let go of the old, that's when you bring in the new. For example, let me give you a very simple example. Suppose there's a Black Friday sale, like I keep telling you. If you want to enjoy that Black Friday sale, you have to go to the sale. You have to choose what you want. You have to pay for what you want. And along with that, you have to also take a stock of what you have. No, what will you go buy in the sale? The things you want, the things which are old, which are gone. So first, what will you do? You'll clear your closet. You say, okay, these are my old stuff. This is what I no longer need. This is what is no longer in fashion. So you'll release all of that. And then you go and shop. And sometimes we go in for the new things because we become a new version. So sometimes you say, I've never worn this pink color, but I want this pink now. So you are always constantly changing. The question is, are you willing to accept the new you? Because till you don't accept it, others are not going to. Your family members, your friends, your colleagues, they are not willing, because nobody likes change. Change is a tough one, right? The most important thing to accept is you accepting you first. Yeah. So in this portal activation, it's going to bring you to that. It's going to help you with all these challenges that you have. Now, if you're going to talk about reality, number 8 is also with Saturn. Now, Saturn also works with, on the human plane, it works with karma, it works with your legal issues, it works with your money, it works with your stuck patterns, it works with your karmic relationships. So, karma and number 8 works with all of this. So, when you do this portal activation, you're going to release patterns relating to this. I had a client who came and told me, Avantika, after your 8-8 portal activation that I did, I am having most of my court cases coming into my favor. I have had better ease, more results. I've had my lawyers working better. I've had better solution finding, and my perspective towards things has changed. So I find a lot of ease in this thing. So somebody told me that her relationship with her mother became better, something that she had not, with somebody she had not connected or spoken to for a very long time, with her mother and her brother. Suddenly they came around, they apologized, they said, okay, let us go, let's start again. So whatever karma or karmic patterns you have, whatever you are willing and ready to release will get released. Okay, understand, healing happens one level at a time. Now why? So because earth is moving into the fifth dimensional energies of love and light and no karma, you know is the reason why we are having all these activations, and these activations are asking you, are you willing to choose it? Are you willing to have that change? Are you willing to be the better version of yourself? And these light codes. So what are these? These are very high frequency light codes that come into our energy body if we are using it. Now, in this portal activation, what I will be doing it, I will be receiving them and then programming and activating them in your energy field. Okay. Yeah. So I am being the conduit of energy, and I will be receiving them and then activating them in your energy field, which will allow you to start being a better version of you. Yeah. We will also be doing a DNA activation. That just means the upgrade of your DNA from a 2-strand to whatever is releasing and cleansing. The higher vibrating you are, the easier it is for you. Yeah. We will also be doing manifestation. Yeah, because this is the most potent time to manifest, ask and receive. Till now, whoever's done the activation has told me, Avantika, I have manifested either all my asks at that point or at least 90% of it. And I know the rest are just on its way. So this is the most beautiful time. And a lot of times we don't know how to manifest. So you will also be guided as to how to manifest, because a lot of times we ask for something, but we don't know how to get around it. We don't know how it's going to come to us. So we don't need to worry about the how and the when and all of that. We just need to ask, and we need to be open to receiving. We need to ask in the right way as well. So we will be doing manifestations in it. There will be a huge karmic cleanse which will be happening. There will be quantum leaps. There will be we will be doing something for opening up your soul gifts and abilities. Now why do you need these soul gifts and abilities? Because they are actually yours. They are already in your DNA. They are already in who you have been. Maybe in this lifetime you're being a psychologist, because we've come on earth to learn certain lessons. Okay, so for me, spirituality and my healings come very easy to me because I have done it in my past lifetimes. I have learned this. In this lifetime, I'm more so applying it, and I'm still learning. Right? So like that, each and every one of you have a skill. Some of you have a management skill, some of you have a cooking skills, and we don't have just one. We have multiple skills because we are multi-dimensional, high vibrating, infinite beings having a human experience. So one of the most important things that happen in this 8-8 activation, like I said, number 8, when we come from the spiritual realm into the earthly realm, okay, after a point, there is a veil that is put over us, which allows us to forget our past lifetimes. Imagine if you lived in this lifetime, remembering all your past lifetimes. Every time you come across a person, you're like, oh yeah, you were there in this lifetime, and this lifetime, and this lifetime, and this lifetime, you did this to me, and this lifetime I did. It would be so crazy, right? So the angels and masters put an energy field around you, which allows you to forget, a veil which forgets. Now, this veil completely thins during this portal activation, and you can connect to your higher self. You can connect to your angelic realm, the higher realms, the spiritual realms, and start receiving from there for you to have more ease in this earthly realm. Are you getting me? And that is why. And these spiritual gifts are the ones which will give you abundance. So I have had somebody who suddenly started baking, and now today baking is a profession. Somebody suddenly moved, like, how I moved from a 9-to-5 job and a corporate career into spirituality, because this came so easy for me, but I never thought, counseling, healing, it came very easy, but I never thought of it as something that I would do on an everyday basis. I never thought I could do this or change lives, or, do it at the level I'm doing it, so you never know what's going to change for you. But are you willing to be open? Are you willing to take that leap of faith? And even if you're not willing to do that, would you like to upgrade your energies to be a happier version of you? Because if you are not feeling happy, if you're not feeling okay, if you keep feeling like I can do better than this, I deserve better than this, I deserve better relationship, I deserve more love, I deserve this. Yes, the moment you think you deserve it, you do. Absolutely, you do. The question is, what are you willing to do about it? What are you willing to do to say, okay, now I don't want these relationships anymore. I choose to do better. I don't want these people in my life. I don't want my boss. I am willing to do something else. I'm willing to change jobs, or I'm willing to upgrade myself or learn something more. Or if you currently have any issue in your life which is feeling stuck and so stuck, are you willing to be detached from it? Because if you're too attached from it and too close to the wall, you can't see it. You can't work on it. You have to go back, take a few steps back, look at it from far, look at it from a macrocosm level. Micro is here, when you take a step back and you go up and you look from the macrocosm, look from top, look at who's doing what is happening. When you take a step back and do things, you will see greater, you will see solution finding, you will find, the universe is supporting you. The universe is here to bless us with love and abundance at all times. The question is, are you willing to receive it? And the receiving happens, the giving and receiving happens from your heart. Cannot happen from the head. Because if you're happening from the head, then you're saying, "Maine do diya, aapne char diye." Some 2 years back, then you're into calculation mode. I did this for you, you did that. When you're giving from the heart, when you're giving from the heart, you might go, you might be a person who might be earning just 10 rupees a day, and you've been invited for a party to a person who's like a millionaire, and you're like, what gift can I take? And any gift you take from the heart is a gift, any gift, and no gift is also the love, So you have to know that if you're going to calculate, oh, he's a millionaire, what am I going to do? Then you're giving from the head. If you're giving from the heart, it's so unconditional. Yeah. So what you're looking at in this activation, we will be activating our heart chakra to start being open. And what does that do? Most importantly, it allows you to forgive. It allows you to let go. It allows you to heal, because a lot of things that we are holding on to today, isne wo kiya, that one did this, that year that happened, you spoke to me like this. A lot of times you might come in front of that person, and that person is so loving and kind to you. And you're like, oh, I don't think she remembers she does it. And that's so mean, because all these years I've been holding on to it, but it was you holding on to it. Holding on to it is your choice. That person doesn't even remember because he's gone, he's let go, he doesn't even know. It's you. So everything that is actually troubling you or hitting you hard, okay, it's a chaos for you in your life, is actually you holding on to it. It's not about them. Nothing is about the other. Everything is about you. Everything is about you. Let me say that again. Everything is about you. You are the creator of your life. You are responsible for healing yourself. You are responsible for what actions you do, what words you speak, how you speak to yourself, okay, how you treat yourself, how you allow others to treat you. Everything is about you. Can you please mute yourself, Nafisa and Rashmi? Thank you. Okay, so are you understanding that your life is about you? So the choices that you're making is what is going to create your life. So what choices are you willing to make today to create a life that you want? So if you're saying that, I want a new job, you have to make a choice of finding a new job, upgrading your CV, upgrading your this, and take the action. Now, nothing in manifestation happens without action. Please understand that. No matter how much you think, okay, even thinking, or even making a list, or even making an ask is an action. So if you are asking for something, it does come with an action. So are you willing to take that action? So I want to share with you, I have this client of mine, um, and she came to me and she told me that, Avantika, I've been thinking of starting teaching again and this and that, but I don't know how it's going to happen and this and that. And, she did the portal activation. And what happened is, all of a sudden, two people approached her, okay, and told her, we want you to teach our child, and gave her the money and left. And she said, Avantika, I couldn't say no. So, so what happened here is, can you please mute yourself? Because I lose my train of conversation. So I would truly appreciate if you could mute yourself. And I'm having a tough time finding the settings of muting everybody. So, okay. So, so what happened is, she asked for something, and even if she wasn't ready to do it, it just came to her. The opportunity came and she couldn't say no, because somewhere her soul was ready to do it, but she was not aware. So your higher soul is always giving you. How many times have you had an intuition? Oh, I should not wear heels today. I should not take that route to go to office. Now your intuition, okay, is constantly telling you, are you willing to listen to it? Your body is constantly telling you things. Are you willing to listen to it? Your angels and masters are constantly guiding you. Are you willing to listen to that? And if you are not tuned into you, because everything is like a frequency, like how a radio has a frequency, right? Only if you tune into the frequency of 98.3 will you listen to the radio. If it's 91, 92.1, nothing, you won't hear anything. So you need to tune into the frequency of you. And when you tune into the frequency of these activations and healing, that is when you start receiving from it. Yeah. So this is a very, very powerful, potent activation, okay, which I will be doing. It will happen on the 8th of August at night. Okay, all those who are choosing it, you can let me know. We will be doing a karmic cleanse. We will be doing a DNA upgradation. We will be doing a lot of release of blockages and patterns. Okay, we will be doing manifestations. We will be doing creating the life that you want. Okay, and along with it, there will be a karmic cleanse. Along with it, there will be opening up your soul gifts. A lot of people have got visions and ideas and opportunities just coming along their way after the portal activations. So maybe you are not even aware of it, but whatever is meant for your highest good will start coming. Yeah. So as much as you do the cognitive work of, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is how I want it, trust me, whatever is meant for you, much that and much more greater is what is going to come to you. Yeah. So I just wanted to tell you that if any of you all are having aches and pains, if you're having any sudden health issues, if you're having sudden relationship issues or financial issues, understand that the energy right now is so powerful. It's the energy of shift and change. So you must have asked for something which is creating this change. Okay, and I invite each and every one of you to the Lionsgate portal, to this activation. If you are choosing to be the leader of your life, if you are choosing to change and create greater in your life, and yes, by greater is not only you becoming a better version of yourself, because the moment you become a better version of yourself, you will start receiving money in abundance. It's a given. Okay. And it's not only that. I mean, I have a lot of people who come and tell me, Avantika, I am happier now. I am happier. I'm happier in person. I'm happier in health, because of which I feel more satisfied, because of which the people around me are happier, because of which I can do much more. So are you willing to take that leap of faith? Are you willing to be a better version of you? And that is my invitation to you. And know that when you do this for yourself, you will be also creating that for all the people in and around your energy field. Yeah. So thank you so much. I am open to taking questions now. If you have any questions about the 8-8 portal, or if you want to understand or know anything in particular. Does anyone have a question?
Is there anything in particular that we need to do for by ourselves that might also help in this manifestation process?
So Jayanti, whatever is needed in the process of this activation, the activation will be done by me on your energy field on the 8th. But the manifestation process, because they are going to be your wishes, your asks, what you want in your life. Okay, you are going to talk about your blockages, your patterns that you want to release. All those will be guided as to how you need to do it. So there will be some part of this ritual or healing or activation that you will be doing on your part, and the rest will be done by me. Yeah, the healing is going to happen at night when you are in sleep state and complete surrender. Okay, and the guidance will be given to you. So it could be a meditation, it could be something that you need to listen to, it could be certain affirmations you need to say, but it will be completely guided for you. Yeah, know that this is only once in a lifetime, once in a year opportunity that it comes, because this portal comes only at this time, and the energies of this portal or this activation will last you till the next 8-8 portal. So what will happen is, because this portal is more about the heart, and opening of the heart chakra, more about letting go, more about receiving, more about giving love, more about doing things from the heart. So the heart activation is going to happen. Yeah, so that is a very important chakra, because it balances it's the center of our top 3 and our lower 3 chakras, the heart. Okay, it's right in the center. And when we balance this, we are also balancing our masculine and feminine energies, which is very important, because a lot of you might be tipping either on the masculine side, where we are doing everything like a man, maybe earning also, doing the work also, managing the finances also, and the home and all of that, or you might be on the very feminine side. Okay, and both the sides have their own plus and minus. So if you're on very feminine side, you might be very depending. You might be into the victim mode. Why this is happening to me? I don't know what to do. Or there'll be a lot of anger, chaos, because you're not willing to see the what do you say? You're not willing to see the brighter side. You're not willing to change. You're not willing to grow from there. So being in balance, like the Shiv Shakti energy, right? So when we do the heart activation over here, and when we are coming in balance, when we are in balance, it is easier for us to have our challenges being resolved, for us to have solutions, for us to have more ease in our life. We have got so used to challenges, we have got so used to fighting the old, that we do not have the time to create the new. Now, what this portal does is kind of releases all those energies for you to be able to create the new. Right? Yeah. So you will be guided as to what is need to be done. You will be guided as how to do it also. And there will be a lot of processes that are going to be done on you, which you don't have to worry about. You just have to do the manifestation and the release part of it, because that's going to be about your life, your challenges, your manifestations, and your asks. Yeah, because this is all about you, like I said. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope that answers your question, Jayanti. Anybody else has a question? Or does anybody want to know how exactly it's going to be done? Because I already covered that, but in case you do. Okay, does anybody want to say something? Super. So I am so grateful to each and every one of you for coming for this call and this session. Yes, Vamaki, would you like to say something? Vamakshi, would you like to say something? I got a message in the chat, so I'm asking. If yes, then you can unmute yourself and talk. Okay. Does anybody else have something to say or ask? Okay, so Vamakshi's asked a question. She's saying if there are constantly bad things happening, why is that? Okay, so like I said, we are here. So her question is if constantly bad things are happening one after the other, so I assume that Vamakshi is having constant challenges, like one challenge is getting over, another one is coming, So if you are feeling something like that is happening in your life, it could be financially, relationship wise, or health wise, you feel you're just in a loop one after the other, and why it's happening to you, congratulations, it's happening to you, because that means you are actually looking, you're like on a fast train. You're looking at healing, clearing, cleansing, all of these things together. The faster you do it, the easier your life is going to get, because these are the challenges that you are meant to heal, clear, release in this lifetime, and so they have come to you. Okay, so these are the challenges that are going to come to you for it to get released. Okay, the sooner you release these challenges, the easier your life is going to become. So they can be coming at one time or the other. So why are there so many financial challenges? Yes, because we need to heal our relationships with many things. And healing our relationship with money is one of the most important things, because you have to remember, money is only existing in this realm. It's only existing on earth. When we leave, we don't take any money with us. We don't take anything with us. We don't even take our body with us. Yeah, so money is only a form of this reality. Yes. I would love to share that I remember that the time at which I chose to open my own healing center and start this work on a complete full-fledged platform. And my parents were like, are you crazy? What is wrong with you? I mean, does this thing even give you money? You've been at higher designations, top designations in corporates, big retailers, one of the top retailers of the country, and you've been at such top positions with so much salary, and you want to do this and this shift, and are you okay? I mean, is this going to even survive? And I'm like, I don't know, I just have this calling and I want to do this, and I don't know what's going to happen. And I had to literally work on moving from the fear, because even if I was choosing and moving from the fear, my parents were not. The people around me were not. Even people around me today also ask me, Avantika, how do you do this? How are you doing this every day? How are you managing your energies? How does this work for people? But this is a choice. So, Kamakshi, if you are having Neha, can you mute yourself, please? I can't really find the this which says mute everybody. So, anyways. Yes, Vamakshi, this will drastically reduce after the portal. More than it reducing, I can also tell you that you will start creating more abundance for you. A lot of times when people come to me for a ritual or healing to get out of debt, they want to get out of debt, or they want to get out of their long financial standing of paying somebody and things like that. A lot of times they also start receiving money from the people who owe them money, because when you start activating your money energies, you start receiving money also, you start receiving opportunities. Yeah, and you have to understand that there are certain karma you have when it comes to money. Maybe you have lost money, or you have lost certain opportunities, in terms of loss of land or property or money, or you have got caught in some what do you say, some kind of situation, right now there are a lot of frauds which are happening. or sometimes, you might go to the same part and then lose your wallet, but because that is the time. So the universe keeps sending us certain challenges where we are not having money. And you're wondering, what do I do now? So I want to share with you that somebody who all of a sudden their only working account has got blocked, and all the money is in that account, and what do you do? Because now you don't have the money, you can't remove, you cannot put in, how to work, that's your main account. But what does that teach you? It teaches you that you need to manage your finances better. It teaches you should at least have more than one account. It teaches you should be more aware of what you have to do. It teaches you how to even manage cash, because right now she's only receiving money from cash, or she's borrowing money to do things or act upon. But that is how it is. So suddenly the universe has made her devoid of money and saying, okay, how do you feel now? What are you supposed to learn from this? Can you survive? Can you still be happy? Yeah, so those are the lessons you're learning when there is a financial loss. But just remember, anything financial, anything got to do with money, remember that money is a form of this reality. Yes, you need it in this reality. So, people will tell me, Avantika, you're doing spiritual work, you don't need money, you don't need to charge. No, why? Because this is the way I'm working. This is the energy exchange. Money is also energy. Okay. So the ones who are doing fraud are vibrating to a lower energies. The moment you start vibrating at that energy, there's going to be some fraud or something. And it doesn't necessarily mean that. Sometimes it's just the lesson that you have to learn. There are times when people go back to zero and they have to start again. So are you willing? Are you ready to, rise above the other? Okay, so why is this fraud happening? Yes, there are a lot of fraud happening. You have to understand, as there is light, there is also dark. The light and dark all exist together, right? We have to, like, if there wasn't any darkness, you wouldn't see the stars. There would only be daylight, right? Now, can you imagine a world where everything is good, everything is happening? We wouldn't know what is the other side of it. That would be a perfect world. It would be so boring, and that is why we have to make the better choices. You can choose whether you want to be at the on the light, on the side of light, or if you're choosing light or you're choosing darkness, but both are going to exist. You have to be more mindful. You have to make better choices. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. I have another question here. Oh, I missed some part. What I have to do if I want to have this experience. Okay. Okay. So it's very simple. All those who would like to choose this session, you can just message me, just directly message me, and I will send you the details as to how you need to go about it. The session will be done on the 8th at night, because that's the most powerful time to do it. The activation will be done on the 8th at night. Yeah. And once you make the payment, I will guide you. You will be on a group, or you will be receiving complete guidance as to how to go about it. So just take a leap of faith. We try so many things. Why not this? Trust me, when you work with high vibrating positive, and these are like light code, crystalline codes, which are going to be imprinted in your DNA field, which are going to be opening up your soul gifts. So it's a very, very powerful time. Yeah. Super. Anybody else has any questions? Does anybody want to say something or ask something? Thank you so much. I would love to know your first name. Okay, so thank you so much for this, for coming, for being present. All of you have chosen greater consciousness just by being here. So thank you for that. I hope this year brings you lots of love and magic and abundance as always. Definitely try I mean, definitely do this session. I invite you all for this activation. It's a very, very powerful time. It's a magnificent time to just step into your potencies, who you truly are and what you want to become from here. And you, each and every one of us is called to use our gifts and abilities. Today I'm using my psychic gifts and abilities to help people resolve problems, to give them solutions to things, to help them heal. If I've been having these gifts for a long time, but I've been actively using them or helping others with them now, in the past more than 10 years. So each one of you is gifted. Each one of you has a beautiful ability. The question is, what would it take for you to step up with your gifts, with your abilities, with your uniqueness? Because this is the time to actually accept the uniqueness of you, to actually see who you truly are, to step into your authentic truth, to open your heart, to be the lion, to create a community. And you can do it in your own way. It doesn't have to be a spiritual talk or something. I know people who make really nice, funny videos, and even making somebody laugh. When you laugh, your whole body vibrates. It takes you so many vibrations higher. It could be through creativity. It could be, and it doesn't need to be. So you being you, you being the magic that you are, you being the creator of your life, because only your choices will create your life. Nobody can choose for you. And when you realize and acknowledge that your choices create your life, is when you will completely stop the blame game as well as the competition, because there is no other. It's only you, right? That is when you can be more detached, when you can move into forgiveness. And being detached doesn't mean that you don't care. Being detached means that you're willing to look at the bigger picture. You're willing to step back. You're willing to see the right from the right and the wrong from the right. And there's nothing wrong or right, but you're willing to see the overall thing, because the more we hold on, the more we are attached, it's difficult for us to create from that, because we're so in the blame game. We're so in the you and the me and this and that. And life is beautiful. Life is so much bigger than all of this. Yeah. So make the most of these energies. Okay. Make the most of these portal activations. If not, you can also choose different kind of healings. And healings doesn't mean, you can choose to heal in wondrous ways. Even walking in the garden or in nature is also a form of healing. So do what works for you. Step into your potencies, shine your light, open up your gifts, and make the most of it. You guys are so beautiful, each and every one of you. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. And yes, if you are a Leo, or if you have a strong Leo in your chart, definitely do this activation. It's going to really usher you. If you're looking at starting a new business, or you want more abundance in your business, or you just want to manifest a grand life like a lion, this is the time to ask. This is the portal of instant manifestation and abundance. The 8-8 portal and the 11-11 portal. These are two portals of the year which gift you unlimited abundance. This is that opportunity. And it's like, when people say, Avantika, what do you mean by this time? What do you mean by this opportunity? It's like you have Murat, right? Whether it's in your astrology chart, we have certain Murats where certain things happen. So this is the time when this alignment happens. This is the time when our spiritual sun is awakening us. It's giving us our gifts. It's giving us the awareness. It's giving us what we need to step into the leadership of your life. So this is my invitation to you. Would you like to become the highest version, the more potent, the more magnificent version of who you truly are? And that would be, just you being that would be a huge gift to the world. Yeah. So thank you so much. Keep shining your light. Lots of love. And if you have any more questions, you can directly message me. And I hope you choose to create your life just so magically, just with the energies of love and light, because those are the most magical energies. Yeah. Thank you so much. So grateful, and lots of love. Bye.